It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you like the nice cool temperatures and beautiful afternoon weather, because that's what's on deck for us on this Thursday. We have fantastic weather ahead, really today, tomorrow, and on Saturday, a beautiful string of days. And we deserve it after all the flooding that happened yesterday morning in the Ozarks. There still could be some residual flooding in a few places. We had major issues with water rising across the Ozarks yesterday. A lot of that receding as of today as the soil continues to drain the moisture off, but the soil is saturated. No drought conditions across the Ozarks, and that's kind of unusual for the month of July. Yesterday, with some of those big rains that developed in the morning and the overnight hours, well, we got a couple inches of rain. In fact, up to 6 inches reported in north central Arkansas, leading to the big time flooding that many of us dealt with yesterday early. I do expect that we'll see some residual flooding today, so look out for that if you're on your morning drive this morning. Other than that, dare I say you might want like a long sleeve shirt or something this morning. Temperatures are in the mid 60s. It's lovely out this morning, and I have sunshine in the forecast today. We're going to see really beautiful conditions take place across the Ozarks today. That's the headline of this forecast. Sunny skies, low 80s. We barely make it to the 80s today. It is going to be a fantastic afternoon in the Ozarks. Outdoor plans are a go today. And the other good news here is that we have a string of nice dry days across the Ozarks. That frontal boundary that brought us all the heavy rain and this cool down is now down well to the south and east. Today, it's down on the eastern seaboard, stretching all the way back through portions of Texas. That's where the rain and thunderstorms go today. We get some dry time. High pressure settling in for the Ozarks. It means that our temperatures are cooler. Also, relative humidity much, much lower as that sinking air moves into the region. Fantastic weekend weather is also on deck. I encourage you to make some outdoor plans. Friday, Saturday, it looks awesome in the Ozarks. Temperatures will be creeping upward just a little bit through Saturday, but mid 80s. It's going to be beautiful across the Ozarks, and we have sunshine in the forecast each afternoon. Also, some nice cool nights. So maybe cool enough for a cookout, eat dinner on the back deck, make some outdoor plans this weekend. It is just going to be a fantastic time in the Ozarks. By Sunday, we start to look at the opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms to develop in the Ozarks again. And I'm looking at some of the long range charts and thinking that we could have some active weather to start next work week too. So take advantage of this dry stretch that we have for you today. Got about 81 degrees for the high temperature in Springfield today. Nothing but sunshine to enjoy. Tonight, we could be in the 50s. It's going to feel awesome in the Ozarks on Friday morning. I expect another sunny day for us on Friday. Mostly sunny skies also on deck for us on Saturday, but the temperature is back up to about 85 by Saturday. And then we start to see the shower and thunderstorm chances. Looks like about a 40% chance for some activity in the rain department by Sunday. Still plenty of dry time, especially in the morning. So the weekend overall looks like it's going to be a nice one. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's excessive rainfall for our friends to the south that are now dealing with the front that we had yesterday. Portions of the mid-Atlantic, the southern Rockies, potentially looking at excessive rainfall today. And we had the big issues with flooding, especially for the Branson area yesterday. Well, there are still some flooding conditions in Illinois that are causing a major, major problem. However, it's not necessarily from excessive rainfall, rain playing a factor, but a dam failure happened near Nashville, Illinois yesterday, forcing evacuation and still causing problems up in portions of southern Illinois. So we are thinking of our friends in southern Illinois and also the St. Louis area that saw some flooding conditions as well. A cool and wet July is looking like what we're going to be dealing with for the rest of the month. Climate Prediction Center coming out with some long-range maps, and much of the country will be dealing with a cooler than average pattern, which is kind of rare for the month of July. Oftentimes this time of year, we're talking about that big heat dome that sets up, and it looks like we're going to see some below average temperatures for the next 2 weeks for the Ozarks, but also kind of for the southern half of the country, below average temperatures. This includes Texas and portions of Louisiana. Places that really had some of the extreme heat early on in the summer get a bit of relief and a small break heading our direction. All right, now it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question that I have for you today. The question that I left you with yesterday. Which famous performer was described as slightly bald and not able to act or sing, but could dance a little? The options were A, Fred Astaire, B, John Travolta, C, Matthew McConaughey, or D, Marlon Brando. That seems like an incredibly harsh comment for any one of these choices on the list, but the answer is A, Mr. Fred Astaire. Can you believe it? This was actually a comment from one of his first auditions. One of the directors, I guess, watched his tape, and the comment was, "Can't act, slightly bald, also dances." There are a couple of versions of this quote, but this stuck with Fred Astaire, and apparently he kept a note card of this review over his fireplace for the rest of his career. Of course, he made history, movie making history after that, and went on to be just a totally beloved actor. But can you believe that his first official feedback from Hollywood was can act, slightly bald, can dance a little? Thank goodness he didn't give up, kept trying, and of course, achieved great success. Congrats if A, Fred Astaire was your guess. Here's the question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. What type of weather kills the most people every year? Do you think it is A, tornadoes, B, floods, C, hurricanes, or D, extreme heat? And I will add here that this is on average. So not in a single year, but what type of weather kills the most people every year? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. And thank you to our sponsors, Rescue Towing and Scooters Coffee. You can find up-to-the-minute weather info all day long. Also over at the website, just click on weather. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy these cooler temperatures, sunshine, and 81 degrees.